Suddenly, he saw Duo Hui's figure in another carriage, and Xuanyi realized, wow, this is a real event. No time to think too much, he dashed back into the carriage like lightning, while the black-clothed alien leader was indiscriminately shooting innocent civilians, just as he was about to target Jai Hui. Xuanyi felt pain as his right hand shattered and grew back instantly. While a real tough opponent, he pulled out a 50 knife and charged the leader. In the fierce battle, they split the subway carriage. Seeing the gap widen, Xuanyi activated his combat medic's crazy mode. Then, after a running start, he charged at the leader like a rocket, pinning him down and without hesitation pulling the trigger. In an instant, the black-clothed alien leader turned to ashes, and his minions fell like dominoes. After completing the mission, everyone was transported back to the Grim Reaper space. Although the battle was fierce, they still lost one team member, and at that moment, the black ball shot out several lasers, and everyone excitedly thought it was a teammate who hadn't died yet, but after the transport, they found it was a newbie. She was even a celebrity from the real world. Strangely, she recognized 3 of the crew. Turns out she regained her memory after returning to Grim Reaper space. 2 years ago, she and 3 others were Grim Reaper squad teammates. After 100 points, they chose to erase their memories and be reborn. But not long ago, she received a mini black ball, and it started summoning her old teammates one by one. Before they could ask about the purpose of the black ball, it began scoring the missions. As the baker slacker of the Grim Reaper squad, Uncle Limu was astonished to find he had also somehow made it to 100 points. The black ball presented him with 2 options, but instead of choosing freedom, he decided to help resurrect Jai Tang. When the black ball displayed the memorial list, Star discovered that the Jai Tang they were bringing back was the very man who had shot her. And he even stole the mini black ball. Everyone started wondering if the family member was really an alien in disguise. When they finally chose to resurrect Jai Tang, he was printed out instantly. After being revived, he recalled how he got killed, and only then did everyone realize that the real big boss was actually the hand-holding Guanyin who had escaped earlier. To understand the mission's oddities, Xuan revived all players to bet with points. After informing him of recent changes, his answer sparked another panic. It's the weather revolution. The black ball was powered by a bald guy inside. The black ball's battery was low, so it gathered all players to annihilate other Earth-hidden aliens in one strike. At that moment, the black ball called again, leaving no time to rest. A new urgent task arrived, displaying Duo Hui's photo this time. Female Star recognized Duo Hui, her last target from the mini black ball, the final key to Grim Reaper space. If the impersonator Jai Tang killed Jai Hui first, he could infiltrate Grim Reaper space with the mini black ball, granting 100 points. This meant that whoever completed the kill could directly be reborn before the black ball's battery ran out. Under the temptation of freedom and life, the originally united team fell apart in an instant. To protect Duo Hui, Grandpa Xuan yelled for early teleport by black ball. As she found her, the impersonator Jai Tang charged in. Seeing this, Grandpa Xuan fled with Jai Tang. Having escaped the fake Jai Tang, they were soon surrounded by teammates. Luckily, Uncle Linmu and non-main Li Xiao finally had the conscience and quickly turned their guns around, allowing them to escape successfully. But non-main Li Xiao was still shot dead by Tibet with pinpoint accuracy. What a tragic fate. Just as one storm passed, another one came exhausted. The 3 were cornered again on the rooftop by the impersonator Jai Tang. Grandpa Xuan ordered Linmu to take Duo Hui away. To keep his promise with Duo Hui for the amusement park, he'll go all in. But against the impersonator Jai Tang, burdened by clan hatred, Grandpa Xuan couldn't last long. Just as he was about to be pierced by the blade, the real Jai Tang arrived in the nick of time. After his revival, he rushed home, only to find that his brother, with whom he had grown up, had been brutally killed by the impersonator. Devastated, he swore to avenge his brother, but alas, the gap in strength was too great, and he was quickly thrown to the ground by the impersonator. Revived Grandpa Xuan activated his combat medic's rage mode, and together they finally gained a slight advantage. Just as a fierce explosion erupted, when they thought they had finally taken down the enemy, the impersonator Jai Tang stood up and escaped. The 2, seeing his trump card exhausted, felt complete despair. Ultimately, Jai Tang was pierced by the blade, and Grandpa Xuan was gravely injured. As they watched the impersonator draw his weapon, Jai Hui rushed over. The impersonator turned his gun. To save Duo Hui, Grandpa Xuan blocked the fatal shot, but lost all fighting ability. He could only watch helplessly as Duo Hui was severely injured, and the arriving Tibet was also stabbed to death by the impersonator. Injured, Duo Hui struggled toward Grandpa Xuan, while the impersonator waved his blade menacingly behind. In the end, Duo Hui, with her last strength, grasped Grandpa Xuan's hand, closed her eyes in his embrace, completing the mission. Grandpa Xuan, in unbearable pain, watched himself get transported away, and saw Duo Hui vanish before his eyes. Helpless, he pounded the ground, his inner pain and despair crashing like a tsunami. Meanwhile, the impersonator took out the black ball. Seeing the mission done, he transformed into Tibet and entered Grim Reaper space. Then, he summoned all his henchmen into the space, and the final showdown of the entire crew was about to begin. The empty room instantly turned into a hell. Tibet took out a mysterious liquid and poured it onto the ball. In an instant, when it made contact with the black ball, a violent explosion shattered the space, and dazzling light spread across the entire city. When the dust settled, the survivors of the Grim Reaper squad struggled out, but Xiuani was dumbfounded in front of the black ball. Staring at the choices presented to him by the black ball, he finally understood everything. Just then, Tibet walked out unscathed, questioning why they had to slaughter one another, and asked why humanity had to instigate war. However, they could only respond with helplessness, as they were chosen by the black ball, forced to accept and complete. Soon 2 teammates were murdered in quick succession, and Xiuani could only helplessly raise his gun.